joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, Kemba Walker is a multiple-time All-Star. But from his first seasons in the league, stardom was not assured. Even he said, "I never saw myself playing at this level. There were times I didn't know if I even belonged in the NBA. I guess you could say I'm surprised." Now, Kevin, every player has those doubts at the beginning, but few overcome them the way Kemba has.
David, he's come a long way. Thank you. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Walker and Smart, the guards. Brown, the small forward, with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. And it's Tice in at the center position. And for Toronto, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position.
And you talk about this market of Toronto, Doris, it's been slept on for a long time.
No doubt, Greg, this is one of the biggest markets in North America. The Raptors are Canada's team, a country of over 37 million people. The Raptors ranked 4th last season in attendance.
Now, here's Lowry. Passes it to Ibaka. VanVleet looking around. It's deflected. Now Smart out left to the wing. Here's Walker. No good there. Now Toronto takes it the other way. A floater. The shot by Lowry, no good.
And his defense, so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
The drive by Siakam.
Well, Pascal Siakam's handle has gotten tighter, and that makes the dribble drive a problem for the defender.
Walker finds Brown. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Well, the wingspan of Pascal Siakam makes that dunk look easy.
Walker the pass to Brown. Here's Smart. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
Now here's Smart after the miss from Serge Ibaka. Smart on the wing. He's coming off a 16-point game against Milwaukee. Outside, Walker. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
Yet another miss, just 1 for 5, not exactly an ideal start.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Tatum wide open, he fires one. Drains it from beyond the arc.
This, to me, is an area that Jason Tatum really worked on. That three-pointer now one of the most dangerous aspects of his game.
Lowry finds VanVleet. Here's Anunoby. What do you think it's like for a team coming into a new season with a new head coach?
You know what's fascinating to me is each individual organization, Kevin, seems to have their own vernacular, their own verbiage to describe their system. So with a new coach, number one, he's putting in a system. Number two, the guys are trying to familiarize themselves with his language, not only the X's and O's, but how does he communicate it?
And yeah, right. That's a good point. The delivery of the message is sometimes as important as the X's and O's.
No doubt.
2 seasons at Indiana for OG Anunoby and the 23rd pick of the 2017 draft. Greg, talk about his game.
You know, NBA ready physically from day one. You know, still working for consistency with his shooting, especially at the free throw line. But I like his potential as a two-way player.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And the Celtics last season mourning the passing of the great John Havlicek.
You know, Greg, he spent his entire career with the Celtics. He won 8 titles along the way. He was known as one of the great competitors and a class individual. His legacy undoubtedly will live on.
Here's Walker after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Smart deciding where to go with it. No good from 11 feet.
Well, they get it to the high percentage area, and then it all goes wrong from there.
Siakam against Smart. Siakam inside. He doesn't hit that one. Good work defensively by Smart. Here's Tatum. Boston again missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Now here's Van Vliet, defended by Tice. 6 on the shot clock, and the basket by Lowry.
Well, this guy can navigate around a basketball court with the best of them. Kyle Lowry in a catch and shoot turned the lights out.
There's Walker with the 3. It's good from long range.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities. And the move back to his more natural 5 position has rejuvenated Serge Ibaka. More room to operate offensively, and defensively he can stay in the paint where he's effective.
That free throw missing. And Ibaka's shooting ability, Doris, had enabled him to play some power forward, but his mobility was being tested.
Correct, because at Ibaka's size, it's tough to ask him to chase smaller guys around the perimeter. He is much better suited playing inside and protecting the rim. I think you saw that last season.
And the Celtics looking to bounce back and make another deep playoff run.
And I think, Greg, they certainly have the talent to do it. This is a team that remains on the upswing. They have draft picks and assets. I think they are well positioned for the future.
And so here's Toronto, following the bucket by the Celtics, stolen by Walker. Here's Wanamaker, and he jams it with authority.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Now here's Powell. Goes up at the stripe. And again, Toronto, no luck.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
From deep, Walker. And again, Boston with the triple.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Well, guys, you talk about players coming in, and with a huge impact, Jason Tatum showed he was more than ready to be an NBA star.
Rare do you see a player as polished and as impactful as Tatum. Stepped right in to be one of the top players on a top team with Boston. Fits their system perfectly, and really the sky is the limit for that young man.
Andre Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for the Raptors. That one falls. That's 7 points for Kyle Lowry. Here's the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Lowry against Walker. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And he comes up with the deuce. Here's Lowry. Boy, he was something else against Utah. And the pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Back to Lowry. Off target from outside. Boston leading by 3. Here's Brown. Gasol with the rebound.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Davis, the pass to Hollis Jefferson, and the shot goes down.
Well, the heart of Hollis Jefferson, just incredible. This guy finishes despite the tremendous contact.
And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
Number 77.
12 seconds left in the first quarter. Lowry with the ball. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Lowry fires away from outside. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Boston on top. They finish off the first quarter on a 12-4 run. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And Serge Ibaka talked about his skill set and how it complements Kyle Lowry and Pascal Siakam and what he brings to the team.
Bringing my defense toughness, my experience playing with those two guys, one of the best in the game right now, and then helping those two here, and with my experience, what I learned, I think I can help the team a lot, energy, and both hands on the floor.
And really, Ibaka is a seasoned veteran now, a terrific role player known for his defense.
And Ibaka knows his role and plays it well.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Powell is out there with Hollis Jefferson. And it's Marc Gasol. Then there's Davis. And it's Lowry in at the point. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the reasons Toronto was able to win the NBA championship was the astronomical improvement from Pascal Siakam, who was recognized as the league's most improved player. It was the dream of Pascal's late father that he reached this level, and his determination to make that reality has brought him a long way from home. Kevin?
It has indeed, D.A. Great story, and thank you. And that one misses. And just like his brother Powell, Marc Gasol active in humanitarian causes.
I mean, we saw him volunteering on rescue boats in the Mediterranean. Marc doing his part, but also bringing attention to that humanitarian crisis.
Well, the Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer, he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
Here's Lowry. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Walker with some nice D.
Great move on his way to the bucket there. Just couldn't get it to fall.
To the inside, Wanamaker. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Of course, you and I were just talking about this as more and more players are going public with their trade requests. Do you think that's had a negative impact on the game?
Well, Kevin, I certainly think it makes long-term planning for NBA franchises a lot more difficult because contractually we are not seeing them hold true to the particular organization they may have signed that contract with. The reality is this in today's NBA. You've got to be nimble as an organization, and you have got to be attractive to them. And I mean that with great ownership, great leadership, and who are the players currently in your system. You have got to be incredibly nimble to be successful in today's NBA.
I think you're right on. Now, here's Gasol. And that one is good.
That 7'1" frame of Marc Gasol, strength, power, you name it, he can absorb contact.
Walker dishes to Williams. Pass to Poirier. Here's Ogilvy. From deep, Walker connects from three-point range. Walker's got the lead up to 7 now for the Celtics. And it's Davis with the ball for Toronto. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Gasol kicks to Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Ogilvy. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. And it's Walker penetrating, and Gasol sends it back.
What defensive instincts, what timing by Marc Gasol. Nice block.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Davis. Here's on an open. He's guarded by Williams. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
All right, a chance to look at the numbers now for Walker. He's coming off an excellent season. Last season, he averaged 25 points per, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds. And when he takes over at the point, he really keeps the offense flowing.
Well, this is a guy who brings a solid skill set. Excellent ball handler, high level of playmaking, the perfect backup point.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Inside. The shot by Powell, no good. Well, it was the Boston Celtics, their last game a loss to the Milwaukee Bucks. Wanamaker misses.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Powell dishes to Davis. Right side Gasol. The fader. They grabbed their own miss.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot, just didn't fall there.
Wanamaker looking over the floor. Out to the wing. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And Toronto choosing their team name back in '94. The fans helped them narrow it down. And with dinosaurs all over the silver screen, it helped tilt things towards the Raptors.
And we all remember those early uniforms, those giant velociraptors across the front. Fortunately, they've toned it down a bit since then.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
First one falls for him. And the Celtics rebounding well this summer. From the loss of Kyrie Irving and Al Horford, Kemba Walker possibly a better fit for this team.
And with their young core, understandable that they didn't want to extend Horford out to age 37. A revamped roster, but I think they remain a contender in the East.
He's off on the second.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Now here's Van Vliet. Defense right on him. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Celtics leading by 5. Here's Smart. Great D that time from Davis. The Raptors have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And I'll tell you guys, the leap that Pascal Siakam has taken has really been fun to watch. From role player to emerging star. And guys, he's not done growing yet.
First free throw is good. Of course, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well.
And the city of Boston, 12 championships since 2000, 6 in football, 4 in baseball, and 1 apiece in hockey and basketball.
Greg, you'd have to say Boston has become the sports capital of the country. The fans are knowledgeable, they're passionate, and they are justifiably proud.
Here's Van Vliet after Ennis Cantor's basket. Pass to Davis. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. 6 points for Davis.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Tatum. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story.
And again, it's Boston converting.
Nice decision by Tatum. Go to the pull-up game so you don't meet the defender at the rim.
Now here's Van Vliet, guarded by Smart. Ibaka, no luck.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Tatum kicks to Smart. 44 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And slam dunk by Tatum.
We know that Jason Tatum is a gamer. This guy willing to take punishment on his way to the cup.
And you look at Jason Tatum able to play either forward position. Doris, do you think his future is at the 3 or at the 4?
I think he is interchangeable at either position because his scoring can be devastating. For Jason Tatum, it's really a matter of making sure he continues to gain strength, continue to be a force and factor on the defensive end, and probably enhance his footwork around the rim a little bit.
Shooting one.
Guys, how about the journey of the Raptors' Nick Nurse, so well traveled before taking the head job in Toronto? This guy has shown his worth. In his first season as a head coach in the NBA, it translates to a title. Absolutely incredible.
Lowry passes to Boucher. He can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Brown.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, Greg, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
The 3.
And you just sit down in the stance and refuse to be moved on the defensive end. Kyle Lowry forces the miss.
And so it's Boston heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with head coach Brad Stevens. Coach, what did you think was the main edge you had?
Well, I thought defensively we were a lot better, and then that led to some offense. But obviously, we're playing a bunch of skilled guys, and we're able to spread the floor, and that's helpful.
You have to make them work at both ends. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. they were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. They gathered some serious momentum in the second quarter, and as well as they played, it's a little bit of a surprise that their lead isn't more than 7 points here at the half. Taking a look at the Celtics, Shaq, what do you think?
You got to like their offense efficiency. They were patient, took good shots. That was reflected in their high field goal percentage. They just need to keep playing smart in the second half and close this thing out. Don't get cute now.
Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Raptors.
I was unimpressed, Ernie. Very unimpressed with their offense. You know, guys seem to be going through the motions, not cutting, not hustling. They failed to get back into a great offensive rhythm. They'll need to step it up big in the second half to cut into this lead.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We've seen Kemba Walker really having a great game.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for Boston. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. On the floor for Boston. Brown, the small forward, with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Walker and Smart, the guards. And it's Tice in at the 5 spot. Now, here's Lowry. No good on that one. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto, last season Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23, and he has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. After winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you. Now here's Van Vliet. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. Shoots over Brown, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Boston leading by 8. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. And here's Walker. He's got 14. From deep. The shot that time, not on target. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Anunoby kicks to Van Vliet. To the paint, Lowry. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. 9 points for Kyle Lowry.
Boy, Kevin, I thought he might get a call there. I thought it was pretty clear contact. But we know Lowry's not looking for the whistle. This guy's just looking to put points on the board.
Now here's Walker. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
And the penetrating ability of Anunoby, confident when it comes to attacking the defense.
From deep, Walker. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Out of Cameroon, Pascal Siakam, drastically improved last year, Doris. Is he the prototypical modern power forward?
He is, Kevin, and there's a few reasons why. The guy can rip and run. He can space the floor. He is switchable on the perimeter defensively. He can go inside, outside. Everything you want in terms of versatility, Pascal Siakam brings to the table.
And he makes the first. Doris, when you watch the game now, Biggs playing on the perimeter, who can really defend and hold their own outside the lane that you've seen?
Well, you think about a guy at the rim like Clint Capella, who is a great shot-blocking force. But in today's NBA, he's got to be able to guard the pick and roll, make the necessary switch. And because Capella has got great feet and because he can move laterally so quickly, he might be 6'10", 6'11", but he can get out and switch in the pick and roll. It is a thing of beauty to watch.
Now here's Williams. Outside, Walker. Over Lowry. And it's Walker that time on the assist by Tatum. Walker's got 5 points now this quarter.
You got to shadow Walker. His mid-range game is on point.
Walker against Lowry. Williams with the block. Here's Brown, and the dunk by Brown.
How confident is Jaylen Brown in his handle? The dribble drive through traffic, really nice.
Now, here's Lowry. He's got 9. Teardrop shot, good, and the assist goes to Gasol. And 11 points for Kyle Lowry.
Well, the touch and the focus, what a pretty move in the lane.
Passes it to Williams. Outside Tatum, back to Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Well, you can tell there's a team-first mentality with the young gun Jason Tatum working to find the open teammate. Nice.
Now, here's Lowry. 11 points in the game. It's good. Lowry's got 13.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
From deep, Walker. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots. I think quickness has probably never been more important in the NBA, but you cannot overlook the value of strength. Think about a guy like Kyle Lowry. He's not the biggest, he's not the most explosive, but he's got strength and he's got that bulldog mentality.
Two.
Free throw drops for Lowry. And Kyle Lowry, Doris, never shy about contact.
You're right, Kevin. Never shy on either end, offensively or defensively. Kyle Lowry will get into you. He is the tone setter with his physicality and his effort level.
The Raptors making a switch here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. Enes Kanter's checked in for Boston.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Walker finds Tatum. Kanter trying to free himself up. Tatum's shot is off.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Now, here's Walker. 16 points for him. Here's Kanter. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 3 assists tonight. Lowry against Walker. Lowry dishes to Gasol and finished off by Gasol.
Well, I think with his ability to shoot off the dribble, the defense has got to understand how to play Kyle Lowry. He loves these opportunities, and so many of his assists come off these pick and rolls.
Now here's Tatum. 10 points for him. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love, Greg, is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Here's Kanter. The pass to Walker. Knocks down the 3 ball. Walker's got 8 points in the quarter.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
The drive by Siakam.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Raptors trail by 3. Siakam passes to Lowry, and Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Substitution on the court.
Van Vliet with it. Now guarded by Smart. Here's Van Vliet. Just 5 to shoot. Buries it down low. Van Vliet's got his second basket of the night.
I'll tell you, allow him to get to his spot, and it's over, right? Defense unable to even challenge the shot.
And Cantor wide open. He shoots. Kemba Walker firing on all cylinders for Boston. And he continues to torment them from three-point range. A total of 5 threes for him in the game now. Back to the action after this word. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Fred Van Vliet out there with Lowry, then it's Ibaka, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Now here is Lowry.
I think it's the gritty nature of Serge Ibaka's game that earns him these calls. You've got to be careful how you guard him.
At the line, your Raptors, Serge Ibaka. At the line for 2.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
Well, what you love about Serge Ibaka, yes, he has tremendous size and reach and great athleticism, but he plays his role to a T.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And it's Smart with the ball for Boston. Pass to Tice. Down low, here's Walker. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Walker's got 21.
And that is how he rolls. A prolific scorer. Walker's been calling his own number tonight.
To the middle, and stolen by Tatum. And it's Walker penetrating. Here's Smart. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got his 4th assist in this one. Raptors trail by 3. Ibaka looking for an opening. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Serge Ibaka. 2 shots.
Two.
And he can't get the first one. And the Raptors making a change here. Anunoby's checked in. And the second free throw, good.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Now here's Walker. Pass to Poirier. No good from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Anunoby kicks to Lowry. Trying to get open is Ibaka. Lowry can't get it to go.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Here is Lowry. Marcus Smart picking up that last basket. Passes to Boucher. Here's Anunoby. Just 5 on the clock. A wide open look here for Ibaka. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, Serge Ibaka is a self-made stretch four. That guy added that dimension as his career unfolded.
Tice finds Smart. Looks for Walker. Gets it to him. That one goes in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
Ogilvy is checked in for the Celtics. And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, you know, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster.
Here's Ogilvy. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
Here's Smart. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And this is where Marcus Smart has gotten so much better at reading the defense. He sees an open lane and he attacks it.
Here's Lowry. Here's Boucher, guarded by Tatum. Anunoby in the corner. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
Inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Undrafted out of Wichita State, Fred Van Vliet. Never the most heralded player, Doris. But you know, he says he bet on himself, and it's worked.
No doubt. Van Vliet's belief in himself gets him a 2-year, $18 million contract. But I think beyond that, this man, in the moments that mattered most in the playoffs, proved that Fred Van Vliet will deliver.
The first one falls.
And the Celtics, Brad Stevens, one of the youngest head coaches in the league and also one of the more respected.
And Greg, I was surprised that he didn't get any Coach of the Year votes 2 seasons ago. Think about it. The Celtics overcame injury to make the Eastern Conference Finals. Last season, he admitted his most trying in the 12 years as a coach. Boy, he is looking to get them back on track. Well, the former number 3 pick in the 2017 draft, Jason Tatum, has been nothing short of amazing as a young gun in this league. What a star on the rise.
Now here is Lowry. It's stolen by Tice. To the inside. And slam dunk by Smart.
Well, that's about anticipation. Marcus Smart jumps out, gets into the speed and transition game, and leaves no doubt.
Now here's Van Vliet, guarded by Smart. Lowry against Walker. Lowry kicks to Van Vliet. The 3-pointer off the mark.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
To me, this is Jaylen Brown at his best, right? A superb player who gets to the rim in no time.
Jaylen Brown. Taking the shot.
The first free throw is good.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And for Jaylen Brown at the free throw line, he has worked so hard on his mechanics, and that's paid dividends in terms of his confidence, guys.
Outside Tatum. Wants to get it to Smart and does. And the rejection by Ibaka. Here's Anunoby. The rebound by the Celtics. Tatum's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Brown, and the dunk by Brown.
Oh, my goodness, Kevin. Brown finishes off the drive, not simply laying it in, but a message of authority on the dunk.
Now, here's Lowry. With some arc, and he sinks the layup. Lowry's got 10 points in just the second half.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Lowry against Walker. And he overshot that one, missing. Raptors trail by 8. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
But, Kevin, with that kind of contact, the officials are going to blow their whistle. A really good job by Kyle to convert through contact.
Celtics leading by 5. Here's Walker. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Walker's got 7 points for the quarter.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Here's Ibaka. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. And it's 8 points for Serge Ibaka. Walker against Lowry. And Walker kicks to Brown. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Anunoby, guarded by Walker. And Tatum pulls it down. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They've led by as much as 10. Lowry against Walker. Great touch on the 16-footer.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And the Raptors call time here. They're trailing by 7. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Kemba Walker.
And, guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives him. He is really fed off that. Here's Ibaka, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Shooting for Toronto, Serge Ibaka. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that trims the lead to 6. Ibaka hits both of them.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
And an intentional foul right there.
That's his first personal foul. 4th team foul.
Now here's Smart. Defense is right there. Walker finds Smart. Nice ball movement by Boston. The 3 from Tatum. Rebound by the Raptors.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Yes!
Oh, my goodness. Serge Ibaka with the killer instinct in an important situation. Love it.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Shooting for Boston, Kemba Walker. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And you always know what you're going to get from Walker from the line. He's been a solid, consistent free throw shooter his entire career.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
Wow, I tell you what, those free throws will give them some much-needed breathing room. 2-possession game now.
Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
Now the pass to Anunoby. Gasol kicks to Lowry. Pass to Anunoby. The three-pointer, no good. And he commits the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. Team is a penalty. Shooting for Boston, Kemba Walker. 2 shots.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that increases their lead to 6. 5 seconds left to play here in the fourth. From deep three-point range, misses there. So it's the Celtics picking up the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.